Hello, I am Janet Shane, and I am a traumatic brain injury survivor, wife, and mom, and certified coach. And I am here to help other traumatic brain injury survivors to be able to find who they are authentically from the inside out and be able to live a life with implementing simple actions and steps to help you to feel good about who you are from the inside out. And so, on that, today I would love to discuss with you 3 things that you need to avoid doing. The first thing is stop evaluating who you are. You are a child of God. Yes, you have been through a lot. Your brain and your body are definitely not who they used to be, but that's okay. God has a purpose for you. You made it. You're here. There's a reason you're here to help someone or to help people in a way that you've never even dreamt about. Because let me tell you, when I had my accident 30 years ago, I never thought that I would be sitting here looking at my phone and making videos on YouTube for others to learn from me. That just, one, I didn't have a cell phone, and two, who would have known? I mean, I loved people and I wanted to help people, but I didn't know that I was going to be called to serve through what had happened to me to help others. And I'm glad that I'm seeing that it is a gift. Yes, was it easy? No. Was it one of the hardest things I've had to do? Yes, but there are other things that in life that have been even more difficult, but that's not from my injury. That's just the way my perspective has been. And I want to help you to change your perspective on how you see yourself, because how you see yourself is how other people are going to treat you when you're around them. If you value yourself and you see that you're worthy of being listened to and you have good things to contribute to the world and to a conversation, they're going to see that, because energy is contagious. Energy is a real thing. It's real science, and it's backed by lots and lots of studies. And so when you stop making yourself little and just allow yourself to be who you are, you will start to have other people treating you in a way that will empower you. And so that is step number one. And then two is this: stop waiting for the right time or the right place to make a difference or to do something new or to try to help other people in a way that you weren't expecting to. Because you know what? The right time and the right place is not our decision. God has pointed this out to me multiple times. And that everything happens for a reason at its appointed time. My accident happened when I was 20 years old for a reason. And I have grown through it, and now my perspective is changing, and I work on myself daily. And I take steps every day to grow the way I think and the way I see myself, and how I present myself to the world. And that has been life changing in itself, just by showing up every day without questioning it, to grow myself. In the beginning, the steps were more laid out specifically by the doctors and different things. And I wanted to take one small step every day, one small step every day. God gave me that, to just take one small step, be able to do something that I couldn't do when I got up in the morning, by the end of the day before I shut my eyes. And I gave thanks for that. But now it's taking information in and learning it. A method that I use is called LIT, lit. I'm getting lit. I'm going to learn, I'm going to implement it, and then I'm going to teach it. I'm going to come here and I'm going to share with you what I've learned, but I'm also implementing it because implement information is great, but if we don't implement the information, then it's just information. It's wasted information. So I've also throughout my life and being a mom and different things, I decided a long time ago that I needed to learn one new thing every day. And if not, I was wasting the day. Well, now it's funny that now I have always done that, but now it's even more of a purpose. And God had helped set up a habit that was setting me up for where I am right now. I wouldn't have guessed that, but everything happens for a reason at its appointed time. It doesn't happen early, it doesn't happen late, it just happens right when it's supposed to happen. God has proven that multiple times. And the third thing is to stop listening to the critics. And you are your biggest critic. I know you are judging you because I used to judge myself, and I still will have to catch myself. It's easy to nitpick myself. Why did I do that? Why did I say that? Why didn't I do it this way? Why didn't I do it that way? Why did I listen to that person? Why am I trying to please that person? All these things, all this chitter chatter is in their head. And judging yourself is one of the last things that you need to do for you. One of the best things that you need to do for you is to tell yourself that you love you. It all comes from here. It comes from your heart. Look into that mirror, look into your eyes, and say, I love you. Say it 10 times. You're probably going to cry, especially the first few times you decide to do this. It's not easy. Even people that don't have a traumatic brain injury, this is not an easy task to do. It's easy, but it's not simple because of the emotions that are behind it. When we don't like who we are, and we don't love who we are, and we don't respect who we are, it's hard to say, I love you. But that's a simple little task that you can do every time you go to the restroom and you're washing your hands. You look in that mirror and you tell yourself, I love you. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever stop saying that to yourself, because it all starts with you. But also, you can take what other people are saying about you or being to your face and being their judgments. You can listen to them, but that doesn't mean that you have to apply them unless it's for your better good. If it's something that's going to serve you to do something better in the future, then listen to them. If not, it's a choice whether you want to hold on to what they've said or not. And sometimes we don't hold on to what they said, but how they made us feel stays with us. And that is a choice too. When you're experiencing a thought or a feeling that you don't want to experience at that moment, you can do two things. You can stop and say, am I aware? Or one of the things that I really like to do is I like to just stop and take a deep breath. And then I have a right to choose. I get to choose whether I want to feel the world on me, or I get to choose how I want to be at that moment. And that is an empowerment that no one can take from you. I believe in you. I believe that you are around and made it through this challenge for reasons that you're not even thinking about. But I want to reinforce once again, there are 3 things that you need to stop doing, and that is devaluating yourself. speak goodness into you. And if it's hard to do, I understand, because it wasn't that long ago that I had a really, really difficult time doing that. But don't give up. Keep trying it. Start with that mirror. Talk into the mirror and say, I love you. And then the second thing is don't wait for the perfect time or the perfect place, because there is no such thing as a perfect time or a perfect place. It can be right now. Why put off what can be done right now? So I encourage you to just step forward in faith and trust. And third thing is don't always listen to the critics, and yourself being the biggest critic. Are you critiquing yourself and judging yourself, or are you building yourself up? I encourage you to build yourself up and to find that love from the inside out. Because when you start to tap into who you authentically are, and not your mind and your body, but your spirit with a capital S, as my coach says, you will find that true joy and that true peace in life. And when you start to tap into that energy, it's amazing. It's one of it's such a calmness that's beyond this world. And I want to help you to achieve that. So if you would like to do that, drop me set up a time to meet with me in my calendar. I'm giving away a free hookup to see if we're a good match for each other. And if I can help you, then we can start working together. I send you love and I send you blessings always, my friends. Take care. Bye bye.